quite funny, dude. I was
Trying
like,
to steal
shit.
me. Steal my personality.
What are you liking this morning, Zink? I personally do like longs, I must say, but
it's a bit tricky for me this morning. So what I was just saying is that we have the outside day stat. We're just barely, because that news came in after hours yesterday, the high from yesterday still remains at 11.15. So we have a 65% chance. It's not very good odds that we go down, but still have that outside day stat. Sure. 65% chance we go down. I want to see up to 595.10, which I don't know what that correlates to on MNQ. Let's see. 24,691 on MNQ. That's our opening week range high. I think with the news, if it gets confirmed today, then we're going to push up. If it gets denied, then we're probably going to go and take that opening week low. But I do like upside. I want to see up to that equal high from yesterday's Newsweek after hours.
Yeah, Bitcoin is picking up again. Bitcoin up to 71,600.
How many times do I have to tell you, old man, stop talking about it? Talk about it, then I go and check my portfolio. It's back down to 65,000. It's terrible. I haven't seen anything else from AJ on Twitter, which I was kind of hoping for. I liked it when he was calling people out. There we go. We're open and almost an immediate 50-point candle up.
Yeah.
At least the volatility is back. That was 50 points on the dot. Traded gold last night. I did chase the move up, but caught like 10% of the 3.5% move it had. Still made 400 off of it.
Gold's been moving, bro. Wow.
When it trends, it doesn't like to stop trending.
Sure.
Especially during Asia session.
Yeah, Asia. Yeah, I have seen that. Asia plays like just one directional move sometimes. There you go. NASDAQ picking up a little bit here. Look at YM, bro. Oh, wow. That's just ripped up 200 points.
Nice little dollar pop right to open.
Yeah.
Gold's also right back at its London high. Can you trade my funded futures, or do you have to be a U.S. citizen for that?
I can't trade my funded futures either, dude.
That stinks. They just launched a really nice new account yesterday.
Yeah, I saw you were posting about it. It does look pretty nice. Yeah, you can't trade. I think there's only like a handful of firms we actually can in South Africa.
That stinks. They're essentially the same as the Lucid 25Ks, which hopefully Lucid branches out to you sometime shortly, because they are top of the class right now.
Yeah, I mean, you've had a great experience with them, so. See. And NASDAQ feels like we also want to pop up to those highs.
All the same thing, same little story for the week. We have all the volatility, Asia into London Open, but we didn't have news this morning. And at 8:15, we had that nasty $4 drop, and then came right back up. But all the fun happens pre-market and after hours, and then it's all done. by the time it gets to New York Open.
Yeah.
We're not getting any movement during New York. Yesterday was awful for that open move.
Yeah, it really didn't do much in the first. See what's happening. Yes, sparking as well.
Came right back down on Qs.
Yeah.
Oh no, not another day of this too. SPY was also the IB didn't line up yesterday, so I didn't take any trades off that. SPY was a lot stronger all day yesterday, a lot stronger, and then looks like it's carrying that momentum into today.
Sure.
Look at the difference between those opening candles. SPY is almost at that equal high from the news wick. Qs is struggling to get over London 50.
Yeah, ES feels a little bit more bullish than NQ at the moment.
You're usually live right about this time. What'd you think about that opening move on Monday?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy, bro. Yeah,
Have you ever seen something like that?
I actually was watching it on one of my crypto platforms because I was just testing out a few things, and I was like, no man, surely this platform's wrong, dude. I was like, this platform's wwrong. And then I went to go look at my trading view. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, geez, that's crazy. Because obviously I saw it. I was like 1,000 points on NASDAQ. I was like, no, can't be. And then I was like,
something's wrong.
Something's wrong here on this platform. And then I was Bob. I saw it. I was like, oh my heck, bro. I was like, that's
pretty wild. Probably a minute or two after I woke up.
Wow, you must have been like,
I was like, what the heck? No, my chart's wrong. Something's wrong here. And then I went and looked at the news and I was like, oh. But that was a 5-minute candle that pushed up 900 and something points.
Yeah, that was
just about 1,000. Too much. Oh, SPY is much, much stronger.
Yeah, SPY. Yeah, ES is so much more bullish than at the moment than NASDAQ. Just what I'm observing at the given moment. I agree.
Much, much stronger. Justin in Vegas has odds at 5-2 that Andre Shirt has 4 more buttons open.
Yeah, he's on holiday right now. He's trapping, so I don't think you're gonna get your bet in today.
Oh yeah, he won't be here today.
Yeah, make sure you guys do put edgeful in the chat there. I see there's obviously a lot of guys doing it, and then if you are wherever you are watching, subscribe to. I know Zink, you got a few people watching, but yeah, make sure you are subscribed to the channels that you're watching on. But yeah, look at ES much stronger, back into previous days highs. I think
Qs is catching up now. Yeah, yeah. We just broke that equal high. You can see the resistance we have there in ES, but Qs is still lagging behind.
Yeah, Qs has NQ has about 30 points to the highs.
Let's try and
YM with a massive flush on the open to the high side.
We're almost caught up on Qs, not ES. Almost caught up.
I bought some Tesla stock yesterday before the open, so I'm glad that it's up 3.5% right now. So I'll take that. Yeah, and I bought Tesla, NVDA, and Microsoft. So
very nice. Trying to.
Jeez, we absolutely ripping at the moment.
Yeah, this is going good. We should go up to 595.10. We didn't get the outside day stat fulfilled, but it is getting a very nice continuation.
I was actually also saying yesterday, if you look at the Mag 7 today, Zink, everything is bullish compared to yesterday where we had a little bit of a chop fest because Tesla in the video green, but like others were red, you know, so you get a little bit of a wickier price action personally.
Well, it's catching up a little bit. I would like to see some kind of pullback here. I mean, it's still big, but it's only 80 points into the open. It's not terribly large. I don't think we're going to get much for pullbacks today. I think this is probably going to establish the high for the continuation, probably for the entire day. You see gold in the open. Same exact thing. You get all that fun overnight, and then it comes to New York Open and does absolutely nothing. So boring.
Gold. Yeah, wow. Up 3%. Yeah, I mean, as you said, all that fun in Asia where it goes from 44.79 up to 4,600, and then it's literally just been doing nothing. It's been doing basically barcoding.
Yep. So I want to be looking for that high from yesterday on Qs. It's getting a pretty nasty rejection right now. This week is a SpaceX IPO? Does it really? Could file for Mammoth IPO this week.
NASDAQ back above 24,500. From the longer time frame, I like the 25K level. I think to get taken again.
Yeah, I want this to get up to. Let me go over to my other tab here. 24,540 is what I think we should get up to. Also, I just looked that up real quick. SpaceX is reportedly planning to go public with the IPO as early as June with a projected valuation of 1.5 trillion. That's their baseline. Could be higher. That is insane. That's numbers that no ordinary person could spend in 10 lifetimes. There we go. It's starting to creep up a little bit more now. It's looking good. $24.5 is being a little bit stubborn, looks like. We do have 3 minutes on the open, and then data this week. Market watch. No news today. So no added volatility.
Yeah, I had a pre-market stream here at edgeful. I also saw, there was just CPR for the pound this morning, but otherwise nothing for the US.
Pretty boring. $24.5 is being very stubborn. It's right where it's pinned at right now. Looks like it's rejecting a lot more too.
Yeah. And Cuba coming back down off those highs.
$50% gap fill looks good. Oh, I didn't look at that one for today. I don't think we're going to get much for downside. I think we're going to probably sustain the same chop into New York Open we have this whole week because all the movement, it's all happening pre-market. There's not really anything we can do about it when you have the news pre-market or after hours last night, right at 4:15. But starting the Monday off with a almost 1,000-point move in 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's always going to keep.
Yeah, scraps the movement for the week. You're not going to have any continuation off of that when the market needs to come back and fill those orders or just settle out.
And that's also why I think for my trading, at least at the moment, Zink, I've been taking my profits very, very aggressively. Like if I'm up a couple $100 on a trade, $400, I'll yank that and look for re-entries. I'm not going to let that come back to break even.
Yeah, exactly. I just haven't even been getting entries. I've been trying. Yesterday, just no line up on the IB, so nothing that we could have done there. Also, Q's looks like we're about to go and take a new low on the IB right now. Obviously, it's still the first 15-minute opening candle, but still, we might come back down and hit that previous day's high still on the docket. We're at London 50 as well, so there's going to be some struggle there. Or it's going to jump right back up on this candle and keep going. It's been, for me anyway, it's been a pretty rough past 3 weeks to trade. 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, why would you say that from your side?
It's just, especially for this week, we've had all the movement happen before the week even started. I think anyway. I think that one candle, that 1 5-minute or 15-minute candle, that kind of nuked the movement. But for the IB, we started the week off with a double break yesterday, inverse on SPY and Qs. Today, hopefully they line up a little bit better. And then even last week, we had chop price action, and then all the movement happened London session pre-market.
Sure.
And that happened pretty much every day last week. Friday, March 13th, 4 a.m. up until that 9:30 open, we had a 10-point move pre-market. Same exact thing on Monday, another 10-point move. Tuesday, 10 points again. It was 674 down to 7 points there. Friday was the only one that we had a continuation on, but it's been a pre-market move every day for the past 3 weeks. It's nasty. Looks like we might make a new... Did we make a new IB low? We did. Made a new low on SPY, so we actually have to go all the way back up to 660.91 now. Or else this is going to be a bearish bias. Qs maybe goes and takes a low. We'll see. You think we're going to come all the way back down to that previous day's high?
From the New York session, yeah. Yeah, I use the extended market. I was saying personally, I don't know. It's just what's worked for me. Yeah,
I used to, but the edgeful reports for the outside day are New York to New York.
Sure.
But I do. The only level I was looking at for Qs and SPY was that equal high from the Newswick, and we did sweep it on SPY. Couldn't quite get there on Qs though. I think we might go and get that previous day's high.
Yeah, back down. On NQ, what would that be? That would be
I think 24.
24,380, basically.
Yep. It's not a very large drop, but it's definitely in play.
Yeah, like 60 points.
24,385.
Yeah, 385. Yeah, 380.
I think that could be on the table. At the very least, we get down to 24.4. I got to read into that SpaceX IPO. I've always wanted to be invested in them. McLaughlin, Andre just responded to your comment, said that tell him that was a good one, please. Hilarious. That's what he just said. There's a new low on Qs as well, so we should be going towards that previous day's low here. Probably going to melt right down to it. So 385, we are 10 points away from it. Your algo took shorts?
Yeah, my algo took the short right now. Yeah. Yeah, you heard it.
I did.
Yeah, so the algo got short there.
There it is. Look at that, right to previous day's high.
Yeah.
And it hit. Trading view has been a little slow this week as well.
Jeez, we're flushing hard yet, dude. Wow.
There's previous day's high. So we probably are not going to get a reversal back up, I'd imagine. I wouldn't imagine anyway. Said that backwards. I don't think we're going to go all the way up to a new high. This was what I was looking for. Retest to previous day's high and then up. Just had to wait a little bit. So we should have a decent bounce off of this level. Oh, that was what, like a almost immediate 40 points on the algo?
Yeah. I don't know if it's taken the win yet, though. It might still be in.
10-second rule.
Yeah.
Very nice drop down to previous day's high.
I think this could be rangy right now, Zinc, personally, just what I'm looking at. We're back down at like pre-market lows, so I'm not too sure about this, like from a discretional trading perspective.
We don't have a very good stat for the gap fill.
Yeah.
And I think previous day's high should be, we're actually smack dab in the middle of the opening week range too, so we don't have a draw that way. I think we should get a decent bounce off this level. I wonder what the algo is waiting for.
There you go. Just took the win. There we go.
Never mind. The algo was waiting for me to say something.
Yeah, it was listening, bro. It was listening. Yeah.
We might speak one in lows. Already swept.
Algo is in at 418, out at 368.
Very nice.
Literally just tapped into it right now, almost to the tick. I'm glad it did, because I don't, let me actually get my screen up here, Zinc. I don't like, right now, I don't like this this range that we're kind of trading in at the minute. Like very, very much like high to low.
Yeah.
Back, like, it's so
I could see us jumping back up right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just jumping back up and down. So I don't particularly like this right now.
This was my opening read to the market. Thankfully for that outside day step, that was my opening read, and I think I mean, it lines up with a week too. It's not like we're going to have a crazy expansion. We do have a pretty good range on NQ established, at least. We have, let's see what this is, 24,526 down to 24,366. So 160 points. I don't think that this is going to be any different than yesterday or the day before, though. I think that we'll continue this. Probably bottom out right where we are right now, bounce back up towards 590, and then probably just chop for the rest of the day. I don't imagine it's going to be very nice continued movement. I'm watching QQQ and MNQ. QQQ on TradingView is going very slow, much slower than it should. Feels like it's not really updating. But I would like to see a bounce here.
What are you thinking for the IB right now?
IB is indicating shorts.
Yeah. Half formed first.
Yep. The Adri? I love yous. I don't recall that name. I'm thinking it's Adri. Let's say we go to 655 and 585 on Qs. I think we'll get a bounce here. You have to keep in mind that it's a very slim chance that we get a gap fill. On SPY, actually, today's odds of a gap fill, which is us pushing down to 653.19, is only 17%. That's a gap fill by size. We gapped up 17%, sorry, 0.7 to 0.99%. So the bias on this should be long as well, especially with that reaction at previous day's high. And we're getting a really nice push back up now. But my guess is it's exactly what James is saying as well. We're probably just going to stay within the pre-market range. And then, I mean, if you want to flip the dice, flip the coin, roll the dice into close, probably a pretty good chance that Trump comes out at 4:30, 4:15 today and says something about Iran.
Oh, yeah.
It's happened every day for the past 6 days in a row. And you can see yesterday we had a $7 move to the upside, 250 points. Same exact thing on Monday, only it was pre-market. Same exact thing on Friday. And this one actually did happen during New York session, and we ended up dropping $8 off of that. And then you can see same thing Thursday, 3 o'clock. You had a move of $4 to the upside in 5 minutes. So if you wanted to, not saying that you should go and gamble, but if you wanted to have like 2 MNQ long into close, ride it right until 5. I'd like to cover this again now that we have more people in here as well. So if someone said this, had this comment pretty much right into the open of the stream, because I said They asked how I made the 1,000 yesterday, or was it like 960? I said I had longs during that news candle, the 415 candle. Tradeify, you can trade right until 5 o'clock. So I had a long, I think it was like 422. I want to say 420. 3MNQ pushed up, I think 200 points in like 5 minutes. And their comment said, damn, you're on the charts all day, because I said I wasn't trading the IB, and then they must have thought that I was scalping throughout the entire day.
Sure.
I'm looking at the charts for maybe collectively like 2.5 hours a day. I wouldn't really consider it looking at them during the stream either. I'm not staring at the chart for 2 hours while we're on stream, reading the comments. So probably like 2 hours a day I'm looking at the charts. And I was interested what your daily routine is after, even, or just your whole daily routine after you're done trading or while you're trading.
Yeah, I mean, it's my side. I think I'm like, if I have a nice winner pretty early on, I'll lock it up and I literally won't trade the rest of the day. I found, for me personally, sometimes I give back gains later on in the session unnecessarily, so unless there's something really, really clean, like a rotation off a high that's flashing hard, I'll maybe take that, but on another batch of accounts. That's a great thing about prop firms. Like, I might be up on one, I'll go, or a couple, and I'll go trade another batch. But normally for me, once I get off stream, I go chill with the family. I got to do dad duty, and then yeah, I'm coming back in the evening, getting on stream and reviewing my day. That's really it. And if I do find something, I'll take it. But I would say most of my trading is done before 12.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm sure you're pretty similar. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll cover it. Sorry, I was just tagging someone. So I wake up about probably 7 o'clock, 7:30. Go take the dogs out. Go take care of the chickens. Sit on the couch for probably 20 minutes while my brain wakes up, have some breakfast, or just scroll on my phone.
Sure.
Also, look at that continuation down that we're getting right here. Still, even though it is a low chance we get a gap fill, it's still possible. It's still on the table. Stream starts at 9. I'll stream until 11. I do about an hour class just for this week anyway. I do about an hour class after the stream, 11:30 to 12:30. Go and take the dogs for about a mile and a half walk. That takes me like 45 minutes, and I go and have baseball practice right after.
Oh, nice. Oh, you play baseball, yeah?
I coach it.
Oh, coach. Yeah. Nice.
Coach a high school team, but I'm looking at the charts for maybe 2 hours a day.
Yeah, you get tired, bro,
Yeah, and then even if you're revenge trading too, which I've been there, you get to the point where you're profitable and you'll take a loss, and then you just don't really care about the trade anymore. Everyone will have done this at some point in their trading career.
Oh yeah.
And you just do something really stupid for the last trade because you're tired of looking at the charts and you want to get up and go do something else. But I saw a post that went semi-viral on X, FinTwit. I think his name was Andrew NFX, and he said, anyone that says you don't spend your entire day in the charts is lying. And that's as false as it gets. All the best traders probably spend maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Maybe dedicated time too. When you're in a trade, probably 15 minutes to 45 minutes.
Facts.
Actually looking at the chart. And then you go and do something else. You go and work on another income source. You go and work on something else.
Go work on, as you said, another business income source. I do stuff outside of trading, business-wise too. Like, it's got completely nothing to do with trading too. So that keeps me busy.
Yeah, so you don't go and sit and watch the chart for your entire trading day. Correct.
Yeah. You get tired and bored, and that's where you take dumb trades, bro, personally.
Or your head hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, your eyes are. Wow, that's why I'm wearing glasses. For so long. That's why I'm wearing my glasses.
Just bounced off 50% of the gap fill right there. Maybe more upside from here. Preferably, I don't think VWAP's really doing anything. We've been sideways all pre-market. So my guess is it's probably right in the middle. I'm actually going to draw it out. Let's see how accurate I can get it to your screen. So I bet it looked like this from yesterday.
Yeah.
Probably something like that. And I bet it looks like that right now.
Yeah, pretty similar. Look at that. So we're actually pointing on NQ. We're actually pointing down quite heavily right now on. It's not outside the opening range, but it is getting there. Like it's that's exactly how you had it.
Oh, that's not fair. You're on the 5 minute chart. I got the 15.
Okay, let's go to 1. Let's go to the 1. There we go.
15 minute.
Oh, 15, 115. Okay. There we go.
Perfect. Kind of better.
Yeah. But look at this. Like this is why, also traders get caught into these like flushes. Zing, I don't know. I think I might have told you about Adam Mancini on Twitter on X.
Yep.
He's a great follow. So
yeah,
he speaks about how like ES is simple to trade, but not easy. It trades between ranges. So like it will flush to the highs, then come back down, think it's trapping traders trying to trade it short because it's going to flush now, then boom, right back up. That's what we're doing right now. And you can't just think, oh, we're flushing now, I'm going to short. Because look what we're trading into. We're trading into clear levels that we were bouncing off of yesterday.
Yep.
You know? And pre-market lows where we bounced at this morning.
Zinc, what made you stick with the IBA of all strategies? It has the highest win rate on edgeful. Oh, the orb is very close behind it. It's the same concept. The orb is 15 minutes. The IB is 30 minutes. An hour. You can do it with 30 minutes if you wanted to, but this has the highest win rate on, I think, all the edgeful stats. This, and technically the opening week range has the highest one.
Yeah.
It's like 98%. But the IB breaks 97.6% of the time. So you know it's going to happen just about every day. We just have to try to predict which way it's going to go. So for today, I'm anticipating that we go and break 586.71. It's kind of tricky because we don't have a good chance of having the gap filled. But at the same time, we also have a really good chance that the IB goes and takes the low today. Wednesdays are sitting at 83.76. And for Qs, I think it's 81.78. I'm not looking for longs, Andrew. I'm just saying the gap fill has a very low chance of actually going and filling.
Yeah. Hey, Jens. Range again. I still like longs, but then I'm wrong half of the time. Asia high has swept. I expect Asia low before upside.
That's going to be a tricky one to go and take because of the news candle.
Yeah.
SPY swept the high. Qs didn't. Qs is getting a crazy bounce right now, by the way.
And also the opening week range as well. This is so big, dude, because of the Monday spark. From the extended market hours I'm talking about as well.
We have all the way up to 597 or down to...
Yeah. NQ's opening week range, as you said, back up to, what's that, 760.
Yeah, we have a very wide range.
Yeah.
The likelihood that one's New York to New York, though, isn't it?
No, the one that I just gave was extended market hours. So pre and post.
The stat on edgeful is New York, though, isn't it?
Well, I use the day. I use the daily one though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it have about the same odds?
Pretty similar. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I always say this example too. If you gave a fifth grader this chart and said, which level do you think is going to go and hit first? Obviously, it doesn't mean we're going to go and hit that low, but the likelihood is larger. But because we're 70% of the way to the high, it's probably more likely that we go and take the high. And the fear that is instilled in everyone right now is, when is Trump going to come out and say something?
Oh, yeah.
It's a perfect rejection of 50%. Vamos, yes, it does. Edgeful, you can go all the way back to 5 years worth of data. So you can go to gap fill by size, and you can go all the way back to, oops, that's forward. You go 5 years back. I think it cuts off after 5 years, though. Let's see. Oh, no, you can actually go further. I go all the way back from 2019. So this is January 3rd, 2019 to present. It's going to take a really long time to load, but this is 7 years worth of data on the gap fill.
Let's go back 7 years.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought it only went back 5, but if you manually do it, you can
go. Yeah, interesting.
So you can go.
I personally only use like the last 6 months to 1 month because I want more current data.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
So you can go all the way back to May 1st of 2018, 8 years worth of data. I only use the 6 months as well, especially with the way the market's been trading, right? 24-hour time frame, we've been within the same range for 6 months now. September to present, 6 months, actually over 6 months. So that 6 month data is much more beneficial to you than looking at the past 5 years worth of data, because the market is trading more similar in the past 6 months than it did over the past 5 years. Oh, the chickens are climbing on my truck. It's a little too early to get into the IB. We do have enough time to go and take a new high. We're at 50% right now, so it is a good entry short. Target would be down to 24,329. We're also very close to that midnight open low. We missed it by 8 points, 6 points. And we do technically have higher lows going in from overnight as well. Let's hope this isn't the entry that I end up missing. That's 20 minutes early to the IB. It's a little too soon. There is our range. We have 24,527 down to 24,328. We can try 2M and Q for a risk today. Maybe MES too. I just don't want to go in. It's 19 minutes to go. Plenty of time for us to V-shape back up. You saw we just popped in 10 minutes. We popped all the way back up to 50% in no time.
So you wait. Are you short already, Zinc? Or you?
No, I'm gonna wait another, preferably like 12 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, you normally take it with about like 7 minutes to go. Yeah.
Yep, that's why I try to aim for him.
Yeah.
You can take it early, but the longer you're in the trade for, the more you risk something going against you. Like I could very well enter shorts right now. It is a very good entry for shorts, but
at the price it's sitting at now. But this bar is quite aggressive back up.
This is it's a very strong 5 minute if you go and look at the 5 minute time frame. 15 minute, also very strong off previous day's high. SPY is a lot weaker now, funny enough. It started the day stronger, now it's weaker. And then same exact concept on gold as well. Gold's right at 50% right now. Still long in NQ. Nice. Good job, Atlanta. I'm not sure if you saw this, James. The number one or top profit for Tradeify Live accounts yesterday was $84,000.
Jeez, what to get the longs?
I have no idea.
That's pretty crazy.
But if 84,000 off of that movement.
Yeah, they must have been slinging, dude. Unless they were scalping longs like 5 or 6 times, making $8,000 a trade.
I don't know how the live accounts work with. Also, this is a great example of why I did not want to go in there.
Yeah, look at this is a big ball back up on NQ, bro.
It's a very strong candle.
Yeah, as you said, the 5. Yeah.
So maybe he caught that move after hours.
Potentially, yeah. That's what I mean, because that was a pretty violent move higher. It has to.
Very violent move.
Can you, on the live account, can you hold overnight?
You can, but you have to reach out to them. That's on Lucid anyway. I don't know if it's the same case for Tradeify.
Sure.
But for Lucid, if you want to hold a trade overnight, you have to make sure that you qualify for the actual CME, like the data feed that you have to hold through.
Sure. Yeah, from a larger time frame, I like this on the NASDAQ zinc. Let's just get that up here. I just want to show it. So we're coming off previous week's low here on that Monday spark up. Now we are holding weekly view app, which is that blue dotted line on the screen here. I like what we're doing now. We're bouncing off of the weekly view app. I like something like this back up towards the highs, longer term, maybe in the next week or so. That's what I like. But
I do so. Overall bias is long for the week. I mean, pretty hard to deny that opening Monday candle.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. Jeez, this is a strong 15-minute close here, Zinc.
Yeah, this is not something that I want to short for the IB.
No, I don't.
This is everyone should have a great lesson now. We still have 15 minutes on the IB too with this strong of a 15-minute candle. Yeah, that's insane. Top P&L, 84,299, 29,701, 29,701, 25,145, 20,922. Those are our top 5 live traders, and they posted that 11 hours ago. It's ridiculous. I'll be on that leaderboard for Lucid. Don't you worry. I won't be trading anywhere near that amount. Those guys are probably doing
in a day. That's pretty. And how does the live work? Can you take daily payouts with that? How does that work?
Yeah, you can take payouts whenever you want.
Oh wow.
Lucid, I don't think it's intraday. I think it's still the same as it was for the sim account, but you can take a payout whenever you want as long as you leave over $0 in the account.
Sure. Yeah, over the starting amount. Yeah.
And the best part about Lucid is that their CEO just posted this earlier this week. If you blow the live account, you're only on cooldown for 4 weeks, and then you can get right back into the sim account.
Oh, so you can. It's not like you're banned from sim. Yeah.
So they're one of 2 firms that doesn't outright ban you when you blow the live account.
Yeah.
My Funded Futures, they ban you. Tradeify bans you. Top Step bans you.
That's quite shit.
Yeah. Well, they don't want a profitable trader that was in a live account going through the sim account phase.
Yeah,
probably go and take like 60,000 from him again. Like I took just in this last run, it was 22,500. Overall, I've probably taken out. I think I've probably spent $10,000 with Lucid.
Sure,
but I've taken out over 60.
Sure. So yeah, they don't want you back in the sim accounts. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of their profit that gets eaten by one trader. But we were just talking to the numbers about them.
Do you think you're really trading? Do you think you're really trading the live account though? Do you think it's linked to a real live account backing?
Yeah, I know for a fact that Lucid does it. I think most other firms do too, because they made me sign all this special paperwork. But
okay, so you have to because you're signing CME paperwork. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm technically a semi-professional now.
Yeah.
But
your
they,
TradingView subs are going to go up.
yeah, hopefully. I'm really aiming for that payout record from them.
No, I'm saying your TradingView subs, as in like because they got that like semi-professional on TradingView. You have to answer when you pay for your subscription.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah,
I've had the same subscription for 4 years
dude.
now.
Yeah, me too. I just buy it on that Black Friday every single year.
I think I got it was like a 90% off sale for you. I pay $12 for the Pro.
Yeah.
Per month.
Yeah, they have that. I think I've still got mine for like another year and a half, dude. But yeah, they ask you, are you like a semi-professional, professional, whatever, and then they hike your rate.
Update that.
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
I'll go update that then. But anyway, back to Lucid. They also, if you do well enough in their live account, they have copy traders that they'll copy the positions that you take in the live account.
Okay, interesting.
So they're making money off of the majority of their money comes from blown accounts.
Of course, yeah.
95% of the people that buy an account with Lucid will never reach a payout. And it's the same stat for Top Step, same stat for My Funded Futures and Tradeify, I'm sure as well. If you get to the live stage in Top Step, they're net negative they're actually net neutral, not net negative. They might be net negative, actually. They don't make any money until you make over $1 million in your live account with Top Step.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy to think about?
Jeez, dude, that is. Oh.
And it's because Lucid might be right on that borderline as well, but Top Step lost audio. Should be able to hear you. I don't think anyone else lost it.
I can hear you, yeah.
Top Step pays you out 10%, which is what their split is, but they pay you out 10% as a bonus when you hit like 10,000 profit, 100,000, 250, 500, and $1 million.
Sure.
So if you reach $1 million in profit, they give you 100,000, which is what their split off of that live account would have been. So they're net neutral until you get over $1 million in profit.
That's crazy, dude.
Well, all the money that Top Step makes. No, my wife just turned on my headphones. All the money that they make, Top Step, all comes from blown accounts. As I bet, and they actually publicly post this, they don't have a single live trader that's over $1 million in profit. So all the money that comes into Top Step is off of blown accounts. Lucid, they actually make some money off of the live traders because they have that 90-10 profit split. So if you make $1 million, they make 100,000 off you, but they're still paying out a shit ton of money. At least it's from a live account, though. I should have them tomorrow. And then James and I can trade them live.
Yeah.
If I blow the accounts, it's all James' fault, though. 8 minutes left. I do think we're going to go and take a new IV high here. SPY, unfortunately, does not look that way, but Qs looks very strong right now. Gosh, every email I get makes my heart skip a little bit. I just want to get in those live accounts.
Yeah, it's like you're waiting, dude.
It's been 8 business days. Stinks. I'm not too mad about last week. Last week I definitely would have blown the funded accounts, but this week kind of sucks. Will you go short it? I'm going to wait right for the 7-minute mark. If this comes back down below 50%, I will short. I honestly don't really like shorts all that much because of how strong SPY and Qs look.
I agree. This candle is strong. It's aggressive.
We have 7 minutes to push up 80 cents right now on Qs, which is about 30 points. 60 cents now. So like 20 points to the upside, and we take a new IB high. How much capital are you trading on the live accounts? It's technically, they're giving me 5,500, but it's also there's a Oh, not quite a new IB high. Sorry, I thought I got my numbers confused. It's technically 125,000 that I'll be trading with. So it's 5 25K accounts, and the distance to drawdown is going to be 1,000 to start. But they have to put the 25,000 in, or else I wouldn't be able to trade anything. I'd have like 1 micro per trade, if that. And I wouldn't be able to trade gold either.
Well, yeah, NASDAQ picking up heavily, yeah, bro. Almost back at those highs, back at 500.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to take our short today. If a new high forms before 10:30, would the bias then be bullish? Yes. But if you go and take a look at SPY is struggling bad to get over that 50%. So it's going to be the same outcome as yesterday. I'm telling you, Trump's going to come and say something at 4:02 today. Write it down. 4:02, Trump's going to come out and say the war's over. We're not beefing with Iran anymore.
Yeah.
Market's going to move up 600 points in 1 minute. You know what's interesting is there's no circuit breakers to the upside.
Oh, really?
You would think that they would halt, but Iran rejected ceasefire. There is halts if the stock moves 10% in less than 5 minutes. Holy smokes.
Yeah, we're picking up, yeah, on ES. Wow.
Excuse me, what was that? Was that a real wick?
Yeah, there we go. Wow. Look at ES.
Trump, what did you say?
Yeah,
I don't have that wick on ES, but look at the one on TradingView on SPY.
wow. Yeah, look at that. NQ picking up. Trump, what do you say? What's Walter Bloomberg tuning?
Let's see. I got it. I'm on it. Walter, what'd you say? Walter Bloomberg. Senior Iranian official to Reuters. Iran's initial response to the U.S. proposal not positive, but Tehran is still reviewing the proposal. Okay. Was that just a big ol' FU to anyone that was in shorts?
Yeah, definitely. Anyone that tries to short Trump's market, he's like, stuff you.
Yeah, for real. Not too happy to go and take shorts. Good thing that wick never happened on MES, but it did pick up quite a bit.
NQ's 1 minute bar was like literally like 60 points.
Yeah, that went 24,437 up to 24,5 immediately. I'm short on NQ, so this checks out. Crude oil inventory, that's going to be such a historically bad read at 10:30 because we have nothing in our reserve anymore. They completely emptied it. It was nice, gassed it down for 2 days, and then it's right back up to $4 a gallon now.
There we go.
SPY shorts look good. QQQ does not. So I'd really like to see this go and take a new high so I can have an actual reason to not take the trade today. There you go, Steve. Had shorts into that pump, exited a second before it dumped. I've never hated someone more. I'm sure he would be your favorite person ever, Turret Buddy, if you were in a long when he made that tweet on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
I was covering this yesterday as well. You guys need to make sure that you're not just getting mad at Trump for this. It's not him. Regardless of who's in power, this is always going to happen. I was referencing back to the Biden administration. Do you remember Fed Kashkari?
Yeah.
He would come out randomly 12 o'clock noon on a Monday and say we're expecting to get 2 emergency rate hikes, and the market would drop 3%.
Yeah.
And then it turned out to be false, and the market would pick back up 2%. But then it just continued happening over and over and over and over and over again for a year. And then he finally got removed. But the point there is that regardless of who's in power, you're always going to have a Fed official, a Fed president, Powell, Sleepy Joe, even whoever is in power is going to come out and say something, and it's going to move the market up percent.
Oh, yeah. But you have to take accountability for your own trading. Like, you can't focus on what you can control.
Hey, you won't be able to do anything about someone screwing you over in your position. I was in long.
You would be praising Trump.
Yeah, exactly. If you were long on
Monday,
you called him Sleepy Joe because you were actually able to sleep at night. Trump, you can't sleep at night.
Yeah, Asians been moving, dude.
Ross
London,
said, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, even London's been offering some nice, quick, easy scalps. You know?
Too bad I'm asleep.
Yeah.
All right, so our IB is formed now. I really do not like shorts on NQ. SPY looks good. Qs does not. Ross said, I was in long Monday morning, had my TP set for 1 hour at the top of London range high. Would have been around 9 hour otherwise. You can't predict that, though.
Jeez, yeah.
I got a nice short at IB50 for 375. Was that on MES? Vega? No trade. We could take it on ES. I just don't. It's complicated right now. I don't think we're going to go all the way back down to 586.73. I think Qs is probably going to bounce up to that high, especially off London 50 right now. And then I also am not really keen on taking it on MES. It is a 20-point range. MES looks a lot better, but if Qs goes up like I anticipate it will, then SPY is going to get dragged up as well. Yes, Nigel. I watch NQ and ES. I trade whichever one's closer to the 50. I also like to trade, for today's example, ES is much weaker right now, and it is a short bias on the IB, so I'd want to trade that one. Qs looks like it wants to go and take the high, though. And I think James has the same thesis there with us bouncing off that weekly view up and then going up to 595.10. I'm going to move to Spain. New York session in Spain starts at 3:30. That's a valid reason.
Yeah. No, we have great time zone where I'm from. South Africa, bro.
They have a person in power specifically for volatility. Who is they? Big Brother, the man.
Big Brother.
Yeah, I'm not taking shorts on ES or NQ. Lesson on this one would be from a couple Mondays ago when we had the draw to the upside, which we do today. It's 595.10. I think it was this Friday into Monday. The other issue we have right now is that we don't, looking at the other stats on edgeful, we have very few confluencers. Can't speak recently. Very few confluences that are indicating downside, mainly the gap fill by size one. With the gap up today, if we do go and take the IB low, we're probably going to continue to that gap fill, which is only a 50% chance on Qs, and then for SPY, it's a 17% chance that we get that fill. Could definitely take shorts. The model is indicating shorts. On the same note, this isn't something that you're probably going to go and be able to get I think this would be a 3R trade if you went short from here. $4R trade, 3.97. It's probably not going to happen. I think I covered this on the lesson yesterday too. 1-to-1's usually the best you're going to get on the IB. Sometimes like 1.2. What's going on, Willie? How you doing?
Jeez, we're bouncing it even on YM, bro. Quite aggressively, 2 off those lows.
Why am I not taking longs? Because the model's printing downside. I'm not taking the downside because we look strong on NQ. And if it ends up winning, then this is just my human emotion in the way. And it'll be a hindsight trade, and everyone's a phenomenal hindsight trader. I haven't met a losing hindsight trader. I don't know about you, James.
No, we all should have bought Bitcoin back in 2013 hindsight, and no one would be sitting here.
But there is some.
I love that those things. Yeah, I've never met a losing hindsight trader. Yeah, dude, you all should. Oh, dude, it was so easy. Why am I not doing it? Well, that's because execution's all that matters.
This was such an easy long to take. Why did I not take it down at 586?
Come on, man! It was such an easy long.
Why didn't I bottom take it? It was 6 points off of Asia low. That was such an easy long to go and take. But you have to have some intuition in the trades you take. No, there is not a single mechanical model like that. What's going on, rather be? Well, then let me introduce myself to Zinc. If I had the Back to the Future time machine, I would go and travel 10 years ahead. Write down all the tweets that Trump has, and then travel back to like 3 days ago. I'd start my long on Monday. Open a personal account and go put 15 minis long at 7 o'clock in the morning.
You start my long from Monday morning. I'll wake up at 5 a.m. and just start buying. Dude, I still can't believe that. Like, as I said, I was on an exchange just checking out the some of my positions on those platforms, on crypto positions, and I was like, oh my goodness, this. I was looking at NQ, and I was like, what the hell is happening? And I was like, can't be. And I looked, I was like,
yeah.
I think this could be a rangy day, Zinc. I don't know about you, bro, but
yeah,
it's
you
not
called it right to open. If we do go and take this IB high, we're kind of over the average by a good. I mean, we're definitely over the average for the IB by rejection on Qs. For the low forming first, actually the high forming first, this should reset down. If we go and take the high, it's going to go and reset down to 78%. So this is almost 10% over what the average is. SPY just looks so much better, but if Qs is going to go up, it's going to drag SPY with it. Trader Phil said, when I hindsight trade, the market rewrites the price action for that day, so they go against me. Did we technically close above the midpoint? Yes, we're way above the midpoint. So that's another thing that you could go and look at as well. If I can go and find where that is. Where's the midpoint? Above the midpoint. There we go. So our odds. That doesn't seem right. Our odds jumped to 100%, but we've only had one outcome on that. The 14 that have closed above the midpoint when the low forms first go and take the high. If we change it to below the midpoint, hopefully this gives us some more data. We've had no instances where it closes below the midpoint for the low forming first. So what this means with the close above the midpoint I wouldn't say it's 100% chance, but it says that lucky enough that one time that it did happen, it went and broke the correct break. If we also have news pending, which I think that's the reason that the market hasn't been directional recently. Everyone's anticipating news to come out from Trump, so they're probably not going to want to get sizable positions anyway. Let's see how many resets we're on today. Not for me, but I do like counting this. All right, so yesterday, do you guys like hearing these stats, or is it kind of snobby for me to share? Respond in chat. I think it's interesting to see how many people go and blow an account on.
It is, bro, because it shows you what not to do.
Exactly. So filtered from 7 a.m. on Monday to present. And again, this is just with my referral code, so it's not like I'm a massive affiliate with them. 200
Which company is this with? Sorry?
Just Lucid. I could go and add them up on the other two. Yeah, 261 resets since Monday at 7 o'clock.
Oh my hat. That's a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's probably people copy trading with 5 accounts, but
yeah, fair enough.
Even then, that's at least 50 different sets of accounts. Did I miss something?
I can easily show everyone what not to do. Just follow me.
Mr. Zink, can you run through a quick highlight of how you trade for us news to the stream? Yeah. So yesterday would be a good example on the ideal IB setup. We had, I'll go into replay mode, start new. This was our IB from yesterday. And go down to the 3-minute time frame for better entries. You could have gotten an entry right at 10:22. It's a minute before what my rule is for 10:23, which I think is acceptable. This is an ideal setup, and then you can see we almost immediately broke the IB on the next 2 3-minute candles. Once it comes in here. One more candle probably. There you go. So that's an ideal setup right there. You get your entry at 50% of the IB high gets taken. The reason we didn't take it yesterday is because SPY and Qs were indicating opposing directions, which is, it's not quite what we're doing today. It's pretty similar though. SPY is a lot weaker. Qs is much, much stronger right now. Qs is also less than $1 away from taking that high. SPY actually starting to get some strength now, James.
Yeah.
SPY looking a little bit better to the upside as well. So I don't like trading it when we're like 75% of the way to the top of the IB. Probably not going to go and get a 4-hour trade on this. You can short it if you wanted to, and then you have a stop loss that's really close to the high. I think we're probably just going to go and take that high out. Yesterday, because they didn't line up, we didn't take a trade. And then Monday, we also took an early trade. Monday ended up working pretty well. I think it was $130, $160 trade, 80 points.
Yeah.
But we haven't really had a good setup this week, I'd say. And that's all due to that Monday 7 o'clock candle. The market needs to cool off a little bit, needs to restructure, find where it's supposed to be. I wouldn't mind taking longs to that high, though, even though it's only 40 points.
Yeah, we're bouncing even on YM at the minute as well.
It's a good day to go and play some chess. Chess.com while you're trading.
I play poker sometimes while I'm waiting after the session's done, and I'm just chilling.
It's a good way to go and get your gambling problem out.
Yeah.
You're not doing it on the charts.
Yeah, exactly.
Should definitely go and take a high right now.
I just think we're in a range at the moment, bro. Personally,
It's not going to move out of this for today.
no. Unless something happens like with a tweet or something. I don't think ES moves out of between 641 and 680. I don't think it moves unless something happens.
You know what? There is a very good chance that we go and take a high. We go and take the IB high on Qs, and then SPY comes all the way back down to the low. And that will confirm the range for today.
What's so actually have a look here. What's the screener mainly telling us? That's what I kind of mainly use, Zinc, the screener with the edgeful.
Yep.
Yeah, look at that. No surprise. Italian flag. Literally, this is a great example of
Italiano.
Yeah, well, just not trying to force something when we got this.
Yep.
Look at that. Even like a lot of the stocks, Mag 7, Apple red, Google red, Microsoft red, we got bullish, but then Spine ES are red, NQ's bullish, YM's bearish. See that? There's just no confluence.
Nope. We should be going right to that high now.
You want to add any trades on stream here? Go on. Yeah, 100%.
There's no reason for us to take any trades in this.
Yeah. Anyone in the chat? How's everyone else going? I have shorts on Bitcoin. Interesting.
All this Bitcoin talk, you guys stress me out.
Robinhood's up 6% today.
Robin the Hood.
Yeah, you know that's the weakest performing stock on the S&P 500 this year so far.
It's the S&P curse.
Yeah, got
as
added.
soon as they add it in.
Cheers, down. AMD is up 7%, 6.5%. I'm a small long on ES, hoping it launches off the daily view app. Yeah, I mean, it does look nice.
Qs still looks a lot better.
Qs at I don't like where NQ's at the highs, but ES needs to play a little bit of catch up. I mean, if NQ falls off those highs, ES will probably fall over where we're sitting at right now.
Yep.
But I like it. It's above the New York session view app. It's above the daily view app. I could definitely see it getting a little bit of a pop if we hold on that NASDAQ. There we go. So you should get a little bit of a pop to the high side for sure. Where's your stop on that, JP? What do you think of Nokia, James? Are you being serious? I haven't heard of Nokia in so
my dad's
long.
still holding those shares from years and years and years ago. He bought that during that whole GameStop thing.
Oh, really?
He did. We're 25 points. We're getting a little resistance at 24.5 again, but I think we'll break through this pretty soon.
Nokia shares. I must actually. I wonder how Nokia shares have actually been doing. That's an interesting one.
There we go. We're going for the high.
I mean,
right
it's
now.
up. It's up
Broke
3%.
24.5.
There we go. Yeah, 514 on NQ. Nokia shares are up 100% in the last 7 years, 5 years. Wow. Okay. Interesting. And year to date, it's up 32. Wow. I
So
mean,
even though we're not taking any trades, I hope everyone in here understands why.
Yeah.
You don't have to force a setup into something like this.
Yeah. Wime's also picking up, but it's look at NQ right back down off those highs. We haven't taken the opening range high yet, which is at 526.
It's really struggling there. SPY is getting some momentum now, so it should bring it up with it. But you guys can also see why I did not want to. What's going on, Walk? How you doing? How come no entry? I didn't take anything because NQ1 we closed at like 75% of the IB range. Second reason, I could have taken it on ES. NQ is going to drag ES up if it does go and break the high, which it looks like it's going to, unless somehow it reverses all the way from 24.5 down. But just not a very good looking setup. That's all.
I also like not every single day is a day to push. There's different market conditions. I think everyone wants to come in. If I can make $100 a day, yeah. Well, what happens if the markets are pretty crappy and you're not getting any? You're chasing an imaginary figure in your mind.
Exactly.
I think that's probably the worst thing to do, in my opinion.
Yep.
Chase, because what happens if you start with a negative trade? Now you're like, okay, well, I need to make $200 now because I'm down 100. It's like that. What's that book? That like no expectations, no disappointments, right?
I don't know. I haven't read it.
Yeah, you just read the hindsight book.
Yep, I do.
I've never met a losing hindsight trader.
They don't exist. Here comes the high. 12 points.
Yeah. And right back down. NQ still struggling at those highs though, I think.
It's almost there.
Yeah. It's at 507 right now, 510.
24.5 is acting as a pretty good resistance.
Interesting.
Inching closer. Inching closer. 5 points to go. That wick high. So I think I'm really happy with the read today because of just looking at the strength that we had on NQ, but also knowing that if we had broken, and this all comes from these edgeful stats, had we actually broken the low, our chances of continuing lower because of our gap fill chance today, and you want to anticipate what's going to happen after the IB breaks as well, our odds for continuing lower as opposed to our odds for continuing higher and going and hitting that opening week range high at 595, essentially a 90% chance we go and hit that level. Not today, but we only had a 17% chance that price filled that gap, which it likely would have had we broken the IB low. SPY might very well put in, like you've been saying all morning, James, range day so we don't break the IB.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Nasdaq's picking up a little bit to those highs, but look at ES, we're still trading at that opening range low. So I wouldn't be surprised. As I said, I think between 640 and 680, I think we're going to trade today between ES, unless something happens with news or anything like that. But I think if you're green on the day, so I'm green on the day from my London trades on those longs. I'm probably not going to trade the rest of today. You know, I've done well. I've got myself green, made $1,000. So yeah, so my trades are updated now. So I'll probably take that as Zinc, you know, personally.
Good. I would hope so.
Yeah. I mean, I was in the trades for a total of, I think, 6 minutes. So I'll take $1,000 in 6 minutes, right?
Yep. No school or work today. I'm so chilling. Nice.
Hey, I started trading while I was in varsity college.
Yeah, I started trading in college too.
Yeah. I used to skip my lessons, but I think I attended I think I had an 8% attendance record. But I was playing rugby at the same time. So my classes were while I was on the rugby field, dude. So
I was finishing up right during COVID. Actually, my sophomore year was COVID. So I had 3 years where pretty much everything was online and remote.
Yeah, exactly.
It was awful. We cannot get over 24.5 or put another 15-minute candle in.
Yeah, we're back down 490s now on the NQ. I just don't think this type of market, it's I think that one of the best things you can learn as a trader is being adapting to the different market conditions. You know, not every single day is going to be a day that you take a long and it's going to be a breakout trade. It's going to chop around like we're doing right now.
Yeah, and I mean, hardest thing to do is not take a trade.
Yeah. So I played poker after the stream. Sort out the gambling problems.
So no IB trade today because we had a bounce off previous day's high. Qs closed at like 70% of the range of the IB. SPY's actually getting some strength behind it now. Bounce off previous day's high. No further draw to the downside. Okay, we are wrapped up on the stream now. We do have 4 minutes left, so I'm going to go ahead and move this over to this tab. So make sure you guys type edgeful in to enter this giveaway. We'll give you guys a couple minutes here.
Yeah.
So we'll go and get... We'll give you guys a minute or two.
That's flipping funny, JP. I'm fast on the charts. Not elsewhere.
Just has to be in any chart as well. Yeah. I'm very tempted to take a quick long up to that high. I don't want to go too sized into it, but 25 points, getting a nice $100 trade. A little 1-to-1 risk reward. No trade's better than a red trade. We'll polish our day off and just move on to tomorrow.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised seeing this come back down to the lows, Zinc, and then chopping around there as well.
I'll put the link in here for you.
I had a win. My algo took the win, so we'll take that.
Hey, you didn't have to do anything today.
Yeah.
Okay, share the link. There you go, Sam. Put it in the lounge chat. Hopefully we can get this up to 200, then we can start picking. And then you just have to type edgeful in. All right. Let's go ahead and draw them. We got 5. We can get another 9 entries here. Let's get it up to 200. 7 more. Just have to type edgeful in chat. Might be pushing it for another 7. Nope, you guys have to, we'll get this posted as well. So you guys need to reach out to hello@edgeful.com. If you get drawn, we'll type it in the chat. I'll type it right now, actually. hello@edgeful.com.
Yeah.
Reach out to them with a screenshot of your login page.
With your profile. Yeah.
Yep. There we go. 202. hello@edgeful.com. Go ahead and send that to all of them. So if you win, copy and paste that email, and that will be who you email to get your account. 210. Jumped way up. All right, we're going to do the first. I'm going to go pretty quick through these, and I will send a screenshot into the back end as well. Whoa. James is on there.
Me.
Yeah, I saw it. Pat Carlin, sorry. It's your first winner. So if you do win, again, it's hello@edgeful.com. That will be who you email. I'll type it in chat one more time. Email them with the screenshot of your login page, proof that this is your account. Congratulations to Pat. And we'll do another one.
Yeah.
Loki, congratulations. Congratulations. So another one. I am also screenshotting these and sending them over to our backend team. So if you guys do happen to have that login page validation, they will compare it to that. Also make sure that you reach out to them because we will not be reaching out to you. So Loki Trading, congratulations. We'll do another one. I think he's in chat. There he is.
Wow. NQ coming down.
Now.
Yeah.
Jay Emerson, congratulations. Got 2 more to go. Jay Emerson GB. Wait for him to type something in chat, maybe. There you go. Ooh, almost Trader Phil. Danielo. Probably butchering these names. I apologize. Take a better screenshot than that. Now we're bouncing right back up off of that, looks like. Okay, last one. One more. Good luck. Good luck. See, my name was on there. It's so weird.
Yeah, I know because you didn't.
I didn't type edgeful in chat.
Yeah.
All right, it's Paul, y'all. That's a nice name.
It's Paul. Yeah.
Congratulations to the winners. I just sent those over to our backend. Reach out to, again, hello@edgeful.com. That'll get you set up with a month free. Is it in capital letters? Any variation? Any variation at edgeful? I can actually go in. I can't check if you're entered, but I'm sure you're in there. 217 people. So it's not a very good chance you do win. 5 out of 200, 1 out of 50. But that will do it for the stream today, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
James and I will be live again tomorrow, same time. No giveaway tomorrow, sorry. Hopefully the market's more cooperative. But have a great rest of your day.
Cheers, guys. Have a good one. Yeah.